Today we're meeting with Dr. Peter Mora, President of Atlantic Cape Community College. Doctor, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Can you tell me about the Atlantic Cape Community College's GIS program?
Yes, we're very excited about this. First of all, the GIS stands for Geographical Information Systems. We call it GIS. And it's a new program under our computer science department. So it's a computer-based program. We are the recipient of a $1.2 million grant, Mike, from the U.S. Department of Labor to develop this curriculum. Once it's developed, and we're almost finished with the grant, it would be shared with other colleges and high schools that want to use it. So part of it, the responsibility is to develop the curriculum and then to share it with other interested schools, and there's no charge to them, of course, to do that. It's a very interesting technology. It uses the geographical positioning technology from the satellites that you would find with your how to use your Garmin to drive your car, give you directions. And what it does, it looks at it enables you to look at a specific area of geographical area, a block, a square block, a city, some defined geographical area. And to that geographical area, using this technology, you can move and bring in data points and other kinds of information that's on the internet to apply it to that area. For instance, if you're looking at a block, say in City A, a square block or a neighborhood, you could go into databases on demographics and you could find how many people lived in that square block area, how many people lived in that square block area 10 years ago, what the ethnicity, age, income, whatever is on the internet that could be applied to a geographical area, you could get that information, and that it would form pie charts and other kinds of graphics to do analysis of that over time. And you could apply it to any area. The shore, how the shoreline looked 10 years ago, where it is now, rivers, and it's used in virtually all occupations, from city planning to geographers to criminal justice majors to marketing people. It's a very, very useful technology, and it's beginning to grow, and we feel that it's something that the students are interested in.
Amazing. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit, doing your presentation on the GIS program at Oxford University?
Well, we're very proud to have been invited to the Oxford Roundtable over at Oxford University in the UK. Dr. DeFranco and I were invited. We decided to accept that invitation and to use a presentation around the GIS program as part of our case study that we would be presenting, because when you go to that type of an environment, you have to present a paper as part of the symposium. Right. So our paper was a case study on the Atlantic Cape Community College GIS project, which we know very well. Theresa will be talking about with you in a few minutes, but her connection is that her school district, the Margate City School District, is part of that grant. So they're connected with us in terms of the instructional technology, and she's also working with some other colleges. She'll talk to you about that. But that's why we actually picked the case study on the GIS project that we're funded for. That was the focus of our presentation at Oxford University. It also served as in addition to serving as an appropriate evaluation tool that's required by the grant, it was also part of the dissemination requirement. When you get this kind of a grant, you're also responsible for sharing it with other colleges wherever you can, and this was a dissemination of that grant at the international level. So it was the highest level of dissemination we've had in the college's history for any grant. We've only ever disseminated it in the U.S. So we're real proud of that.
Wow, sounds great.
Yes.
And now we're meeting with Dr. Theresa DeFranco, Superintendent of the Margate School System. Doctor, can you tell us how the Margate City School System has promoted the GIS technology for their students?
Absolutely. About 3 years ago, when we developed our 5-year strategic plan, one of the key elements that we included in that plan was to really teach our students the skills they need for the 21st century. And with that, STEM education played a key part. And we started to work with Stevens Institute for Technology. We received a National Science Foundation grant that served as the impetus for leading us and training our teachers and our students with STEM education. When we had the opportunity to partner with Atlantic Cape Community College on their GIS grant, we felt we were very well positioned because it was a part of our curriculum. It was a part of our strategic plan of where we needed to go over the next 5 years, so it really was a natural fit. We have used the GIS in our social studies and computer programs, as well as provided an interdisciplinary approach to using GIS in our language arts, things that students can write about. Right now, our 4th and 8th graders are doing GIS in partnership with Atlantic Cape Community College, and we see that partnership growing to some of our other grades.
Great. We want to thank Dr. Peter Mora, President of Atlantic Cape Community College, for joining us today, and Dr. Theresa DeFranco of the Margate
Yes,
School Systems
it's a
for joining
pleasure.
us.